Hello, kia ora, g'day. I'm Philip Duncan with your Australia-only 7-day forecast. We're brought it forward one day earlier this week because over in New Zealand we have a long weekend coming up on Friday, so tomorrow is looking especially busy. So hopefully it makes no difference to you though, and here is the Wednesday afternoon air pressure map. It looks like someone's stuck a couple of wheels on Australia and you're trying to drive off away from New Zealand. These wheels down here are low pressure zones, and that's driving in a windy westerly or northwesterly for Tasmania and coastal areas of the southeast, and the other one about to drive in some rain, and that bigger low is going to gradually track over the southern coastline over the next few days, and then you've got a big colder change coming through to the southeast and plenty of snow by the looks of it on the ski fields, which is great news. Further to the north, easterly winds, they're warmer, and as a result some inland temperatures are looking pretty high for places in fact as far down as Brisbane. So let's get into the forecast itself, and here we are on Thursday with the main low out here over towards Perth. Perth, you've got some heavy showers in the mix there. It may not necessarily be raining all the time. It's kind of a broken up forecast with rain out at sea here, and then just as you get into land it breaks apart very quickly into showers, but there will be some heavy showers as a result of that. Your temperature is 18 degrees, whereas on the other side in the ACT, Canberra, frosty, you're down to -1 to -4 overnight tonight as a result of the mostly clearer skies, but there are a few showers brushing along the southern states here and around Tasmania, and further to the north, heavier rain falling around Queensland. We talked about that earlier this week, some heavy falls up here. Let's go through into Friday, and the low moves inland for Western Australia. More heavy showers around Perth itself. Further to the north, places like Port Hedland, showers for you, 24 degrees. But again, on the other side, it's cooler around here. Places like Wagga, 16 degrees for you, and a dry day. Overnight low of around 4 degrees. Plenty of low temperatures around the southeastern corner of Australia at the moment, with the clearer skies and obviously the longer nights that we've got at this time of the year. Still a few showers around Western Australia and a few showers mostly up around Queensland, New South Wales and the Northern Territory, singular. I made a mistake. I've been saying territories for some reason, even though I know it's territory. So for the Northern Territory, dry for you for the most part on Friday. Maybe a couple of showers right up here in the very north. All right, let's move through into the weekend. And as we go into Saturday, this is when things get messier down around the southern coastline. So the low here falls apart in Western Australia, dumps rain in the places that want it. So there is some good news for you. South Australia, you get a chance of some wet weather as well. And the good news is most of it is down further towards the more populated areas. And that doesn't just include the cities. I mean, also in the areas where you're growing and farming. Tasmania, you've got low pressure coming through to you. So proper rain coming in for you on Saturday. Temperature-wise, it is certainly cooler down here. Both Adelaide and Melbourne only up to 13 degrees. Obviously, you've got rain around in Adelaide, showers coming into Melbourne, and that kicks off a number of cooler days for you as a result of what is going on down here. And further to the north, if you need some heat, head up to Katherine in the Northern Territory, and up there it's 35 degrees. So lovely hot summer weather if you want to still escape the winter down in the south. Let's get into Sunday, and it's a messy weather forecast if you look at it. This is all low pressure, starting from South Australia, stretching all the way out basically towards the South Island of New Zealand. So this is dredging up colder airflows from the Southern Ocean. The blue line here means there could be a dusting of snow along the tops of the hills and ranges and the plateau of Tassie. Further to the north, snow also in the forecast around the Alps and further afield actually. Could go further up towards Canberra, not in Canberra itself, but high places, higher elevated places are likely to see either wintry weather where it's kind of sleeting and getting close to it, and obviously a drive up further to the tops and you'll be getting some snow in there. Now on Sunday, Sydney's got showers and 18 degrees. Just jump over here to Lord Howe Island. You got some rain coming in. It's not here so much on Sunday morning, but towards the later part of the day you should get some rain, and your temperature on Lord Howe Island, a warm 20 degrees, but over in Brisbane 26 degrees for you. That's pretty warm for this time of the year, so enjoy that. Could even be 27. Some heavy showers though forming inland as you go through the day. Monday, more of those heavy showers lining up, maybe some thunderstorms in the mix. There's the colder air from the south merges with the hotter air to the north there. Classic kind of recipe for thunderstorms, or at least some heavy downpours. Now Adelaide's got a cold southerly blowing through there. In fact, all of you do in that part of South Australia. And look at the blue line all the way across much of Victoria into the mountains and all of Tasmania, I should say, under that blue line. That means that the colder airflow out of the Southern Ocean is coming up and around you. So this is proper winter weather for you on Monday. Hobart, your high 9 degrees at the warmest part of the day with showers blowing through for you. And Thredbo, your high +1, your low -1, and plenty of snow around. Into Tuesday, a big cold pulse of air in here along with the rain. That's why you've got heavy snow falling up higher. That rain pushes all the way up to about Sydney across the day. But if you want some dry weather, obviously inland parts of Australia. Alice Springs dry, 13 degrees down to 1. Fun fact about Alice Springs though, you're 545 metres above sea level. You're more than half a kilometre above sea level. It doesn't look like it on a map, just looks like you're out in the middle of nothing, but actually it rises up quite a bit. And so that's why your overnight lows can be pretty cold. Not only the fact that you're inland, but you're also higher up in into the altitude. And finally, Wednesday's weather map, we've still got, this is the bigger picture so you can sort of see what's going on. Showers and southeasterlies along the eastern coastal side of Australia. Another low here, but it's trapped by high pressure. That's all high pressure going around it. So not always the best setup to get rain if you need it from that system. Really though, easterly winds carrying on and not too much to talk about by the time we get to Wednesday of next week. Here is the next 7 days rainfall departure from normal. Shows in the blue areas, those that are getting wetter than average, and some good news coming in around like South Australia. Some parts of Victoria, you're a bit messed up in that area as far as getting the rain relief you properly need. Tasmania's got some rain relief, certainly in the northwestern corner. You can see the rain relief around parts of Western Australia and certainly Queensland getting plenty of rain coming through for you. Perhaps not quite the norm for this time of the year to be getting that sort of rain around Queensland. So let's have a look at the 7-day rainfall totals and you can sort of get a better idea as to what is coming in for you. And a lot of that yellow and gold shading, that's what you want if you want rain. So you're seeing 15 to 40 millimetres in those gold shaded areas. But as you notice, Victoria again, northern areas, you're getting almost nothing. And even some of the parts here in the middle might only be getting 10 millimetres or so. But hey, if you add that on top of the 5 you had the week before and the 5 you had before that, it does gradually start to build up a little bit, but it's still not enough, obviously, to really reverse things. But I got to say, it's a positive map to end on. Now, before I go, my flight sim place of the day today is Adelaide. And I showed you this not so much because what you see below, but here is the beautiful full moon that was setting. Now we turn around, here is Adelaide itself. Perhaps not the best view of Adelaide at night time. You can't really see too much going on. But the reason why I love this is because you'll see it in a second. There's the rising sun. So the full moon setting and the rising sun coming up and Adelaide looking absolutely beautiful. Population of 1.4, the driest capital city in Australia. Your temperatures, not too bad really, but your overnight lows dropping down a wee bit. But the wet weather chances coming in for you today, Saturday and Sunday. And that is all from me. Have a great rest of your week and we'll see you again on Monday next week.